don't understand why everybody seems to think that Michael Jackson's doctor caused his death. I've read all the facts, and this is what I think. First of all, there's reports about how he ordered a second CPR machine for his tour and how that's odd. So what? I don't see what's odd about that. What's wrong with having a CPR machine laying around? I mean, granted, he already had a CPR machine, but I don't think that's odd. Heck, I didn't even know that anyone could order a CPR machine. I want a CPR machine. In fact, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to Amazon.com and I'm getting myself a CPR machine. And one of those machines that, that wake you up. That'll probably help me get up in the morning. Also, there's a whole thing. He told Michael Jackson's assistant to collect all his medicine vials and hide them before help arrived. And so what? Maybe he didn't want Michael to be embarrassed with all the news reports about all the medicine he was on. People may argue that it's important for the doctors to know what drugs he was on so he could be properly treated when help arrives. But why? If I were Michael Jackson, and if that was me, unconscious and not breathing and my heart stopped on the floor, I would be concerned with my image. And I wouldn't want people knowing that I was taking Xanax or a medicine that put you into a coma or any of that. I also don't see what's so criminal about the fact that he didn't call 911 right away. Maybe he wanted to see if he could fix it himself first. I would have to be dead and dying to call 911. Do you know how expensive an ambulance ride is? And people may be saying, well, he was dead or dying, and actually he was already dead probably, but you know what? Michael Jackson had a lot of bills and his doctor was trying to help him out. I think that makes him a good guy. And I don't think it makes him a bad person that he didn't mention to the ER doctors that he was taking propofol. Propofol is a really common thing to prescribe, I'm sure. Granted, I'm not a doctor or a nurse or a college graduate at all, but it just makes sense to me. Because he's a doctor! You can trust a doctor, brainlessly. And the doctor's defense team is saying that Michael Jackson was addicted to this propofol. And people are saying, well, if he was addicted to anything, he shouldn't have been left alone with a bunch of medicine and needles, easy access to administer it himself, but you know what? So what? Okay, yeah, maybe he made a little mistake. And maybe because of that, Michael Jackson did accidentally die because of him. But that doesn't make him guilty of involuntary manslaughter. Oh wait, actually maybe that is the definition. Let me rephrase. You know what? I trust this doctor, and so should you, because he wears green and gold ties. I mean, what man that's guilty would wear a green or gold tie? I mean, that's the color that an innocent person would wear. So I'm 100% convinced that he is not guilty. I don't think that propofol is that dangerous. And to demonstrate, I scored some propofol off the street, and I'm gonna administer it to myself right now just to show you that it's not dangerous. And while I am administering this to myself, I want to remind you all to download my new podcast. It went up today, so check it out. The link is in the underbar. Ow. And also there's a link if you want to subscribe to it on iTunes.